minutes, okay? Talking to myself.
Yeah. I'm still waiting. There we go.
Okay. I'm going to grab my drink.
Sure. Hi, people. Hi.
Hello.
Sharing. Sorry.
Ara, hello from Maryland. Hello from Orlando. Jackie, hello. Belinda, hello from the chilly UK. Hello from ridiculously hot Florida. Brianna, hello. Slugfest, yo. Karen, hello from Ohio. Hello from Orlando. Cindy, hello.
Hi.
Listen to you. Hi.
Talk to me.
Patty, hello from Florida. Hello from Florida. What's happening? What's the haps?
Group.
Just waiting for everybody to get on. There is some exciting, major announcement that just keep happening. These announcements are ridiculous.
Thank you, Cindy and Brianna, by the way.
Oh, yes. I was at work today and Lisa...
I was going to yell at Tony for ordering something till I realized we got a package from you and not something he ordered.
Yes. So, thank you so much.
I cried a little.
Lisa cried. She's a big baby.
I am.
Lisa's a little crybaby. But look at this little Winnie the Pooh, little blankie.
Little blankie.
It's too big for the baby, so it's going to be my blankie. It's too big for the baby right now, so I will use this. And then she made these awesome ears for little Skylar Rose. Well, not for her, it's for Lisa. But look at it. These are like comfy ears.
Yeah.
Look at it. They're so cute.
I already tried them on.
Thank you so much, Cindy. Lisa cried. She did. She's like, they're just so cute.
Are you guys going to open a box for us? Are we going to open a P.O. box?
I don't know. People have asked about P.O. box and oh, sorry. My thing was falling down.
You have yet to decide.
I've yet to decide. We did have one and then COVID hit and our lease, I guess.
Our lease?
P.O. box lease.
The
rental lease was up, and we were kind of like, what's the point of having it open? Plus, I didn't want to spend at that time an extra like $70, I think it was $70 or $75 to reopen it for the year. And then, like, I kept thinking, like, as much as we enjoy getting stuff from you guys, let's be honest, because they're awesome and you guys are awesome, but at the same time, like, I feel bad because we can't, you know what I mean, get something for you as well. I mean, sure, yeah, we could ship something out, but I'm running out of stuff.
I'm running out of stuff.
I used to do a lot of giveaways.
I'm running out of stuff that I'm willing to give away.
Right.
Is what it is. There's still stuff. You just don't want to part with it.
Yeah, I got some cool stuff. But no, I don't know. It's something I still go back and forth on. I really do. I haven't made up my mind on the P.O. box. I don't know. You used to have it. Maybe, we'll see. I don't know. I'm sure at some point, maybe. I don't know. But we got some major Disney and Universal news for all of you.
It's called a gift, Tony.
It is a gift. I understand. But, like, I'm kind of like, you know, like, if somebody gets you a gift, I'm, like, in their debt. You know what I mean? So I got to pay off the debt.
How much was it?
Yeah, how much was it? Just, you know.
I'll give you the cash.
I'll give you the cash. I've always been that person. You know, I always feel like, you know, somebody gets you something, I understand it's a gift, but then it's like, I feel like I'm in debt. You know, that's just me. I'm kind of weird. I don't know.
I'm indebted to you.
Exactly. But this isn't going to be very long. You know, I'm tired. I've been up since 2:15-ish in the morning for work. So I'm very tired right now. So we're going to get into it. First, little housekeeping. Lisa and little baby Skylar Rose is doing awesome. She's a little stubborn. Lisa.
A little.
Skylar is a little stubborn. We've tried the ultrasound twice now to get pictures of her face and things like that. And she's just like her daddy. Takes after me. We don't like attention. So it's like, as soon as try to get a picture or might be able to get a good shot, she like turns away.
Yeah, as soon as because you were a little late to the last appointment because you were coming right from work. As soon as I put the wand on my belly, the tech and I watched her head go.
Yeah, she takes right after me.
So I have no idea if my child has a face.
That's right.
We're gonna try again next week.
So yeah, hopefully, third time's a charm, I guess. What else? Any other news with you and the baby?
She's kicking.
She's kicking, but not on the outside too much. Like, she's kicking on the inside, but nothing like if I put my arm up, or my hand on.
That's her other part of the stubbornness, is she stops moving when you touch me.
Yeah, when I touch Lisa, she's like, nope, I don't want attention. Let me just do my thing at my time.
Sometimes if my hands are on my belly when she kicks, I can feel it.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Now I'm going to sit here like that.
Interesting. So, I guess that's it pretty much with the baby wise of 4 months left. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Still got a lot of things to do. Started working on a registry. Well, Lisa more than me, I should say. Because I don't know what half the stuff is, to be honest with you. And Lisa's like, what do you think of this? And I'm like looking at some of the stuff I know what it is, but some of the stuff she like talks about, I'm like, what the heck is that? So I don't say that. I'm kind of like, that's cute. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know.
It gets a little frustrating when you don't put...
I'm sorry.
More. You're just like, yeah, that works.
Well, some of the stuff I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Well, no, the one thing, I forget what it was, you were like, we don't have to have everything be Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, because you're picking like every little thing.
No, I wasn't. It just happens to be the stuff that you would see was Winnie the Pooh. There was other stuff I just put on there without getting your opinion.
Yeah, what's going on with me? Little housekeeping. I decided I am starting the Marvel Universe in actual order of events. I did a lot of research of like the time frame, so it's a lot of back and forth, different movies, different things, and it's like I gotta go through all 26 movies, and I got 25 more to go. So, and a lot of people said, I posted on social media that I was going to do this and asking people if they would agree with my order that I researched on. And they were like, a lot of people suggested, well, Disney Plus has, something like that where they give like a timeline. And I looked at that timeline, but it's not correct in a sense for the fact that Disney does not have any of the Hulk movies and they don't have any of the Spider-Man movies. So they don't have everything. So I got to flip-flop back a lot. It's going to be I think I'm going to use 2 different streaming
HBO
sources, HBO Max, Disney Plus, and then my actual 4K movies that I have of like Spider-Man and things like that to wrap it in. And that's the exciting thing with me going on. Watching movies.
Watch a movie.
I figured, I've seen not all the movies. I've seen most of them, but there's a couple I didn't see. And I was like, well, this gives me a good excuse to like watch these movies I've been saying when to watch. Housekeeping is over. So let's get into the Disney news. I guess before we start the actual news, I have listed on our little paper. I always make like a little list of what I want to go over topic-wise. I guess what this really comes down to first, kind of sort of in a way, they don't all follow him, but we have to bring up Governor DeSantis. I think that's a good starting point. Our governor here in Florida, starting July 1st, well, actually 2 or 3 days ago, he signed the paperwork.
Yeah, that's starting July 1st. All COVID restrictions will be lifted.
Pretty much, you can not, well, He's saying
that from the governor's standpoint, he's not putting on any restrictions regarding COVID. So if businesses want to be mask free, operate at 100% capacity, pretty much go back to the way they were pre-COVID, they're allowed.
He's saying if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. But he's giving every business person full control of what they want to do with no repercussions.
Yeah.
Pretty much. No repercussions from this. So a lot of people were asking, is this too soon? Should Florida be doing this? I teeter-totter back between the idea of this. Honestly, I tell people I'm a realist person, so I think of what's going on in the world, and I think of, well, how can we move forward? Because eventually we have to eventually
go back
to normal. Well, it's the full circle thing. So it's like, I kind of figure like, all right, if I was a business person, like I try to put myself in their shoes, not the governor's shoes, not the CDC, or I don't want to get too much into this, but I try to think of myself, if I was a business person, how would I do this, So it's kind of one of those things, if it's going back and forth, if it's too soon or not.
So here's my thought on it. This is the governor pretty much just saying that he's lifting the restrictions. I don't foresee any of the big businesses really coming and saying, okay, yep, let's go back to normal. And he's just pretty much saying like, there will be no more government restrictions on you as to how you can operate.
Exactly.
So if you feel comfortable lifting, you go at your own pace with how you want to get back to normal. But I'm no longer saying that you can only operate at 50% capacity.
Yeah.
Or at, whatever. So, yeah. I don't necessarily have a problem with it, only for the fact that I don't foresee all these businesses just being like, okay, let's go back to normal. Like, I think it's going to be a gradual phase out.
And going with that, that day when the radio and everybody else was talking about DeSantis and, him signing that paperwork that starts July 1st.
I'm pretty sure it starts July 1st.
I think it's July 1st. Going to the business side, the big company, as Lisa was talking about, we noticed right away that Disney made a little announcement.
Yeah, we were actually at Disney, and I got the little push notification from the app. That's how I found out about Governor DeSantis even making the announcement.
And I didn't read too much into it because we were in the park, and then I was driving home.
Disney sent the push notification. It pretty much said, although the Florida governor has lifted restrictions, our COVID restrictions, safety guidelines will remain in place at this time, including face mask wearing.
Exactly.
So,
but that's kind of where Florida is at right now, and I think this is a good segue into these major breaking announcements that these big companies that we talked about a little bit, mainly theme parks, because that's what
we talk about.
That's what we talk about, and that's what Florida is. So we got some first major news from Universal, and then Disney was jumping on it, and now it was like this back and forth in the past 2 days.
We've now found out that starting today...
Oh, with Universal, yes.
Yeah, starting today, Universal has done away with temperature screenings.
No more temperature screenings at Universal.
You are still wearing a mask.
Now, at first, when I first read this, they were talking about the resort, and I was like, oh, okay, it's just the resorts. But then later on, it said it's for resorts and theme parks and...
Universal Orlando is terminating the temperature screens.
Yes.
Which I was telling my mom this today, and she's like, I never really understood the temperature screens down at the amusement. I mean, she understood, from the CDC guideline standpoint, but she just meant, from a Florida standpoint, you guys are standing out in 90-degree, 100-degree temperature. How are you having a normal body temperature to begin with? But besides the point, there will be no more temperature screenings done at Universal.
Starting
today. And Disney made the announcement that starting in 2 days, May 8th, they're going to stop temperature screenings of their cast members. And then next week, I think our anniversary, the 16th,
is for guests.
is when they will stop temperature screenings for all guests.
So that's exciting. Some people are asking, the same thing we said earlier, too soon or not too soon? I feel there's no wrong answer. I feel everybody is right because what's going on in the world is such a personal thing to each individual person. I feel there's no wrong answer. I feel everybody is right in their own decision, their own thinking of it. But I still think it's exciting news and kind of in a wow factor. And then with that as well, with the going away of temperature screening starting today with Universal, with that as well, and which will be happening with Disney in the next, we'll say 2 weeks fully.
Yeah.
They will be moving those 6 feet.
6 feet markers to 3 feet markers.
Now I thought was kind of stupid.
Well, that was actually because they're going off of not only with what Governor DeSantis is lifting, but they're also looking at what the CDC guidelines are saying. And because what it seems like anyway is that we're coming kind of to the tail end of this pandemic, is the CDC is saying now that it is safe to be within
that 3 feet.
That 3 feet instead of it having to be 6 feet. So that's how Disney and Universal, I think, are going to start phasing it. Is although Governor DeSantis is saying, hey, you can operate however you want,
they're still following
gonna
CDC.
Still go by, okay, what is the CDC recommending? And they may tweak some things. They may not be as lax as the CDC on some things.
I'm sure they're following, well, they said CDC, but I'm sure what DeSantis was saying is playing in their mind a little bit as well. I think they're just trying to go by what both are saying and doing and just trying to be that middle person. I'm following the CDC. But I'm keeping what DeSantis is saying in the back of my head.
So I think, like I said earlier, these businesses are going to do more of a phase out than in hands-free, let's just go back to the way things were.
Tomorrow it's not going to be like 100%. Okay,
hey, you're going to be mask-free. We're going to operate at 100%. I have a feeling, and Tony and I were talking about this too, when it comes time for the mask portion of it.
Oh, because with that, if you didn't know, just because they're getting rid of the temperature checks and going to 3 feet, masks are still in place. Yeah, they're still in place. That's the next kind of like big thing. I know people are waiting on because a lot of people are saying, well, that's great. When's the mask? Yeah. Like, I understand that because it is freaking hot here. I get that.
Yeah, it is.
Especially the last, this week so far. My God, it's humid as hell.
Insanely hot.
I've been trying to mow the lawn
for the past week. It's like 100 degrees.
And I stand outside for 5 minutes and I'm like, oh my God, I feel my back burning already.
Yesterday after work, and I get done work around 4:30. I actually left closer to 5 yesterday, and my car told me it was 101 out.
Yes, it's bad.
It's hot down here.
It almost feels
but anyway, what I was going to say is I have a feeling what's going to happen, at least with the theme parks, not necessarily with other types of businesses, but with the theme parks, I have a feeling when it comes time to start reducing the mask that they're going to slowly phase it. So it might be that, like Tony brought up a good point, that maybe when you're in the outdoor portion that you no longer have to wear a mask, but when you're waiting in a ride queue or if you're inside a store or whatever, that you still wear a mask. We have a feeling like it's going to be a general phase out with the mask, that they're going to start becoming more lax with the mask wearing in certain things, but you're still going to have to wear one,
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Like Lisa said, I think it's going to be, if you're in the open air.
I do agree, though, with people when Tony made the post on our Facebook page about it. Some people were like, I like the idea, though, of people not being, right up. I agree. I think, when it comes time, when this whole pandemic is done and over with, when, the world is back to normal, so to speak, and, Disney can go back to, fill in all of the available space, I'm not really looking forward to that. I kind of like the idea of someone not breathing down my neck. But I think for me, I'm not necessarily so upset about the 3 feet, only because on average, the majority of the times that we're waiting in lines at the theme parks, nobody's following like the 6-foot marker.
That's why I went.
And so they're close. They're pretty much already at the 3 feet marker.
That's when that's why I said, like, well, this is stupid, because it's like I go to these parks, you do too, and it's like sometimes.
Granted, though, with 3 feet markers now, people may only stand a foot behind me, but yeah.
But it is what it is. It happens sometimes. So that's very big news. Like we said, starting today was Universal. Next week will be for the cast members at Disney World, and then the following week, I believe it's the following week, will be for the guests. Like
For temperature screenings.
For temperature screenings, and going from 6 feet to 3 feet. Masks are still mandatory, so just so you know. Everything else is in place.
Yeah, everything else that Disney and Universal has put in place to deal with the COVID pandemic since they reopened will remain in effect, except temperature screenings will be done away with, and you'll go from 6 feet to 3 feet.
Yes. So that's that topic. Next one I want to talk about, sticking with Universal for a second, the VelociCoaster is not open to the public, but they were running AP annual pass holder previews for it on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week. Today was the last day for it. Today's Wednesday, right? No, today's Thursday. It was yesterday. I've been up since 2 a.m. every day this week. I don't know what day it is. I did not get to go or sign up for it because I'm on a new schedule at work, so I'm just not even thinking about that stuff.
You were off we were off on Monday, but
we had friends here.
Yeah, one of our friends from PA was down, so we met up with them. Plus, I can't ride it.
Well, I can. And
Shut up.
But what I've been hearing sounds amazing, and they are pretty much saying that it's better than Hagrid's, which Lisa and I came to the conclusion that Hagrid's is the best ride in all of Florida.
Prior to VelociCoaster.
Well,
and we haven't ridden VelociCoaster. So, I will give my opinion after I push the baby out. We're discharged, and I go, here you go,
excited.
Tony.
I'm excited. Lisa won't be able to do it, but come June 10th, because with my new schedule change in hours, my days off have also changed, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I can go opening day to VelociCoaster. So now I gotta figure out.
Oh wait, I'll probably still end up waking up at 2 a.m. just to get there.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm still gonna get up at 2 and probably leave the house at 3 in the morning. Because if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right. You gotta go opening day. So,
right.
I've been hearing great things about VelociCoaster. I am so stoked. I am so excited for it.
I know people that have done it. They said it's awesome.
I can't wait.
Sadly have to wait several months.
I can't wait. I can't wait to do it. But that's
it looks so awesome. Even when we were at Universal the last time and they weren't doing like the AP tests, they were just,
when they opened the bridge.
Yeah, when they opened the bridge and they were just, running the ride empty. Like even just watching the empty coaster, it looked so awesome.
A lot of people were saying like they felt ejected from their seat pretty much like the whole ride. Like that's how fast and crazy this thing is going. And I'm like,
it goes up to like 70 miles per hour. I don't know. It didn't pop up on this side yet.
What's that?
That comment.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, I thought that's what you were looking at.
This life of ours is in the house. What's going on? What's happening, Ray?
What's happening?
I'm like reading the comments so I knew which one of yous were on.
Under the text message.
Yes, there we go. So let's also go into Disney, because not much else is going on with Universal, besides obviously the temperature checks going away, the 6 feet to 3 feet, and also VelociCoaster. So now let's go into Disney, where Disney released a bunch of different things. Let's start with some restaurants. Restaurants are opening back up. Not all, but we've got...
But you missed one.
What'd I miss?
The one that's more relevant because of yesterday and the day before.
Oh, I've already started talking about this, so we'll go into that one next, because I already just started. Not every restaurant is opening up, but we have more restaurants that are opening. You have Tusker House, which is opening in the summer, so in the next month or two, pretty much. Tusker House is a big one. I know a lot of people are excited for that. I'm really excited because Cape May is opening up.
That's where we've been
May
trying.
18th. May 18th,
Why
Cape
is it
May.
2 days after the fact?
I thought about that too, because our anniversary is the 16th.
Yeah. So we were gonna go, well, because last year for our anniversary, we were supposed to stay on Disney property, and of course...
At Coronado.
And of course, that's when everything was closed, like...
This ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
It was,
We
right at the
got
start.
lucky that we even got to go to a restaurant, because I remember at that point, that's when Governor DeSantis came out and said that restaurants could start operating at, what was it, 25% capacity?
It was low.
It was low. So we made sure to get a reservation, because we're like, 25% capacity, that's not a lot of tables they can serve. But we didn't even, that wasn't at Disney, that was just out and about.
I'm excited
and then,
that Cape
the
May.
last couple times that we've decided to have dinner at Disney, like we've been wanting to do Cape May, but Cape May hasn't been open. Now it's opening, but of course it's 2 days after the fact when we won't be off.
Exactly, I won't be off.
But I don't want to.
We will be making a reservation for that next time we are off. I'm making a reservation so we can go to Cape May because it's opening May 18th. And they've also said that you can now do dinner at Chef Mickey's, which is, everybody's excited about that. That's one of everybody's.
Are they actually gonna have the characters? Because
the characters will be there.
Okay, I was gonna say, for those of you who don't know, Chef Mickey's has been opened. You have been able to eat there, but you've been getting a 50% discount because you haven't had the meet and greet. You didn't have the characters. You were literally just eating.
The characters will be there. You will be able to take your mask off and do your little selfie pose.
Your selfie pose?
With the characters. So I know people are ecstatic about that because Chef Mickey is, well, Chef Mickey. A lot of people love it. I don't see the big hype, but a lot of people do. And I understand it. So
I will say this, a lot of the character dining, like the food isn't as great as some of the other
You're paying the
restaurants.
atmosphere.
But yeah, because you're paying for the experience.
So of course,
I haven't eaten at all of them, but I'm just saying the majority of the ones I've done.
So I'm sure when little Skylar gets older, I'll say maybe 5 or something like that.
We're gonna go to Ohana.
We're gonna go to these character places. Yes, Ohana will be one of them.
Ohana.
But I'm sure I'll end up at Chef Mickey's complaining about it food-wise in a video. But you'll see the excitement of little Skylar.
I do want to eat at Cinderella's Royal Table. I've never done that.
I never have either. There's probably a reason for that. But I guess now I'll have to for my little princess.
For my little princess. She is going to be your little princess.
She is. Daddy's girl, right? That's what they say. Little Skylar Rose. Skylar Rose and Tony Joe. Hanging out. I've already made her a little earring.
Oh, God.
I did.
Just one?
Yeah, just one.
She's not going to have a pair?
Why would I make her a pair?
Okay, she's a girl and she'll have both ears pierced.
Yeah, that's fine. She can wear a stud on one ear and she'll have a dangle earring on the other one. Made her a dangle earring.
It better not be a razor blade.
It's a little razor blade. Dangle earring.
She will not be wearing it.
She will be wearing it.
She won't.
Yes, she will.
No, she won't.
Why not?
Because I said so, and I'm the mom.
She's a rocker, though. She's a rocker. Yeah, it's a little razor blade dangle earring. Just going to look like daddy. All right, let's go to the next. So,
see, girls wear them in both ears.
Just one. Rock and roll with just one. So, we're also going to talk about, because May 4th happened, Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. May the 5th, or Revenge of the 5th, I should say. So it's been the last 2 days of Star Wars Day. With Star Wars Day, Hollywood Studios, Disney released a new lightsaber. People were so excited about time wait I read about and was told from people who were there was roughly 3 to 5 hours to get the new Princess Leia lightsaber. I don't want it. But
I love you like
that was my excited face. Who cares? No, I'm just kidding. I've seen pictures of it. Some people, some of my friends who waited in that line did get it, sent me some pictures. I don't know if Jay did it.
He would be the one person I could see, only because of collector.
Yeah, he might have. I don't know. I'll have to ask him. So, see, it sold out. Yeah, I absolutely. I figured right away when they said that it was going to sell out. It looks beautiful. The freaking lightsaber looks amazing. I'm not a huge Leia fan, but I understand for like collectors, people like that. Oh my God, this thing looks amazing. Detail, ridiculous. They also gave you the sneak peek of the other lightsaber,
The other one.
which actually is what they call a real lightsaber, and I'm like,
they got the 2-pack.
yeah.
That's cool.
They call it the real lightsaber, but I'm like, it's not a real lightsaber if it doesn't have some like plasma and cutting somebody right in half. You know what I mean? It's not real. But it actually is retractable. They don't know exactly what this thing is made of, but it's actually like, in a sense,
it operates
somewhat like an actual real lightsaber.
But you still can't cut anybody in half.
You can't cut anybody's hand off with it, though. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. But I thought right away, okay, like, this is going to be awesome. This is just going to be used for, the cast members that are in Batuu. You know what I mean? Like, Ray will have one, things like that. But they're saying, Josh D'Amaro was saying that the guests can actually purchase these once it actually does, and it can be used in the park. Here they are.
That's no good then. You can't cut a hand off. Good.
It's no good to me. Can't cut your hand off. It's so good to me. I'm just saying. So, he's saying that it will be active in the park, and this made me think right away, well, technically, with this land, they had to do something to compete with Diagon Alley, well, we'll just say Universal's Harry Potter area with the interactive wands.
Which you can make magic happen.
Which you can. So I'm kind of curious,
I'm a witch.
one, how much this lightsaber is going to cost, and two, what is it actually really going to do?
It's going to cost, which is funny. Because
$500.
The lightsabers that you can build in Batuu right now already cost you like $200. And you can't do anything with them.
I'm calling it $500.
You can't cut someone's hand off. You can't, it doesn't go zhoo and all that fun stuff. For a quarter of the price, though, you could go to Universal, get yourself a wand, and make real magic happen.
This is the price thing, but
just saying.
You're also talking about a little wand compared to an actual lightsaber.
I'm talking
that
about
apparently
a wand
doesn't cut anybody's hand
that
off. That
does something though, versus a lightsaber that doesn't do anything.
I'm thinking the $500 range is probably going to be the asking price, the MSRP.
I'm just saying.
Leave it in the comments below what you think that price is going to be.
Drive up the road and go to Ollivander's and get yourself a wand that actually does something.
$55? $65?
I don't even remember. It's been a while since we got it.
55 or 65. I'm calling $500. It's got to be.
Putting it out there.
Anything lower than that is a steal. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I can pull it up.
Fine. I already got it. It's fine. I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah, right. We talked about the face masks, blah, blah. So the Disney College program is opening back up come end of June. June.
Come end of June. June.
It's June.
June.
So the Disney College program is returning, and this is fantastic news. I think so.
Fantastic.
Because let's be honest, it's these cast members that make the magic, and majority of those cast members, were the DCP. You know what I mean? And I'm just so excited that we're getting more people back in. Now we just got to wait for the international.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Epcot to bring back their international cast members.
Yeah, I'm waiting on that.
Kind of the whole reason that each country was so unique.
It made us feel even more special.
Made you feel like you were actually in those countries, but nope, not anymore.
Because I would sometimes talk in the language.
Yeah,
the little bits that I could know.
If we buy something, we'd like look up how to say thank you or whatever in the language, so we could have.
I was learning Norwegian for a while, and then that was the last time they were around. Was when I was having a just very very minimal. Of Norwegian speaking language, and she said something to me, and I was like, oh, I guess my dialect is okay, and I was like, well, what the heck she say to me? So I had to look it up, and then I saw what it was, and I was like, someone just knocked at my door. Lisa's in trouble. Someone just sang hello.
Probably your parents.
It probably is my parents.
They don't know that you're alive.
They must not know nothing. We might have a secret or a guest visitor here.
Oh, no, it's a solicitor.
Oh, solicitor, go away!
Some guy I don't know with a badge.
With a badge? Like a cop?
No, not that type of badge. Like like an ADT type of badge.
Oh, because that would have been very terrible. You're like, it's just some guy with a badge, and I'm yelling, "Go away!"
They didn't have their little pocket badge out that said like FBI or NYPD.
Someone called the cops. Bob, you didn't have to do that, buddy. Bob, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that at all. Apparently, there were some coppers.
I'm gonna try to figure out who it is.
Who it was? So, Disney College program, amazing. What, Tony, you don't have a secret knock? No, secret knocks. No, I don't have like a Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory type of knock. Stupid lightsaber. Stupid lightsaber, just look at it. Yes, I'm telling you, it's going to be $500 for that lightsaber. Good idea, to be honest. Secret knocks.
Don't mind me. I'm adjusting myself.
You're adjusting your belly shirt?
No.
No? Okay. Here, bring that back up.
You don't know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing. I think we only have one more news to go over.
Yeah, Halloween.
Oh, okay, this is the last thing we got to go over. And it was just talked about this morning. So this is brand spanking new. Disney is releasing tomorrow a halfway to Halloween kind of little celebration. So apparently what I was reading up, what this halfway to Halloween was all about. They were...
halfway to Halloween was last month, though.
They're calling it tomorrow.
Yeah, but like, halfway would be 6 months, which would have been April. We're in May.
Take it up with Chapek.
He don't know how to count.
Stupid Chapek don't know how to count. It's not halfway. Anyways, so from what I was looking up, they're going to be doing on Disney Plus. They're going to have some like Halloween shows, things like that, some movies out. They're going to be going over different like food ideas, like recipes, especially like dessert stuff they're going to do. And then they also said, along with that, we're going to get a special Halloween announcement.
Guys, I don't want to get too excited.
I was like,
everyone thinks
I wonder what that could be.
Well, everyone thinks it's Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And it very well could be. But let's not get our hopes up. Because let's just remember what happened at D23. We got some really exciting news. And what was it? They're pairing up with Target to sell merchandise. Like, that wasn't all that great.
I remember that. I was like, what?
I don't want to get my hopes up too high where I'm like, yeah, it has to be Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. And then they're going to come out and they're going to be like, this year, we're just going to give you some candy as you walk through the park, but there will still be no party.
But I started thinking about this. And at first I was like, oh, geez, a Halloween announcement. I wonder what it could be. Mickey's Not So Scary, right? So
don't get your hopes
up. Don't get your hope up. But
it could be something that maybe Halloween merchandise will be coming to Target.
I was going back between two different things. One, it actually is Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, which would make perfect sense because Disney is still a business. They still have a competitor. That competitor is Universal, and they're still doing Horror Nights.
That they're bringing back Horror Nights.
And that's not a recent announcement.
Last year, Universal did Horror Days.
They did Horror Days, as I like to
I
call
guess
it.
it kind of went into night, but the parks were also closing at like 5.
5, 6 o'clock, and the sun was down, and So I still think part of me says it is that, but then I was wondering, I was like, is it going to be like a logo? Like a new Halloween type logo thing? And I was like, because like Disney does that. They're like so stoked about these.
Excited about signs.
And then they were like we were there for the 30th anniversary at Hollywood Studios, and they were so excited about this sign.
It wasn't that exciting.
And I'm looking at it, and I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
I remember we all thought that the big announcement was going to be that they were going to let us have like a trial run on the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and it was, look at our sign.
Just look at the sign.
That's why I'm saying, don't get your hopes up about
just
the announcement.
Look at it.
Being that they're going to do the party, because we have a history of Disney
has a history.
Making great announcements, and they're for some of the stupidest stuff.
I'm sorry, Disney. I love you. My God, though. My God.
You don't need to get excited about signs. Maybe they'll finally announce the ramp that they're building in the TTC parking lot. That's going to be the big news. That big pile of dirt that you've all been trying to figure out what it is, it's a bridge.
I don't know. I'm just saying. What month are we in? May. Wouldn't it be also funny or a wow factor? This has nothing to do with Halloween. But the wow factor. October 1st is the 50th. Do you think it's so far-fetched now for wow factor to be like October 1st maskless? I wouldn't say 100% maskless, but my idea maybe of out in the open, no mask, in a queue. Being that that would be 5 months away from this big announcement of temperature check and things we've talked about gradually, slowly. And
I understand that, but
wow,
that's a lot of people, because 2 of the parks are already completely booked for October 1st.
The only parks that are open are Animal Kingdom and Hollywood
because
Studios.
it's the 50th. October 2nd, Magic Kingdom is also still completely booked, and we're 5.
So is Epcot, yeah.
Yeah, Epcot you could get in.
No, I looked today.
Oh, okay. So now that one's also
because of Remy's.
Yeah. So 5 months out, you have 2 dates that are 2 of your parks are completely booked. That's a lot to have that be the first day that like, hey, let's. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I could be very wrong too, but me and somebody at work, we were talking, and we were just like, he brought it up, like the whole mask thing, and then we talked about this wow factor, because Disney likes to do a wow thing as well, and I was like, I think that's far-fetched, but it wouldn't surprise me at this point of how like we're going into
No,
this.
You want to know why I don't think that? I think because ever since theme parks reopened, it's been Universal leading the way with these big.
It actually is true.
COVID announcements.
Universal's been leading the pack, which is surprising.
Disney's not going to make an announcement about even phasing out masks until after Universal makes an announcement. That's my prediction. Universal will continue leading the pack when it comes to COVID-related announcements.
I think I told Lisa this a couple days ago, or at least within a week. I said they have to trial run without the mask. It's eventually going to happen. They have to trial run. I think it should be next year on the off season, if there still even is technically an off season. So I was thinking February. February has been a long-standing of off season. It's not that busy.
It's not busy usually.
And if they still keep capacity down, let's say they're at 50% at that point. Let's just say 50%.
Well, what do you think they're going to do first? Do you think they're going to do away with masks first? or do you think they're going to increase capacity first? Neither of these parks are yet operating at 100% capacity.
I think you can't do both at the same time.
I know. So which one do you think that they're going to do first? Do you think they're going to increase their capacity and you'll still be wearing masks? Or do you think they're slowly going to phase out masks, and as they slowly phase out, then they'll slowly increase capacity? What is going to happen?
Leave it in the comments below what you think would be the best way to go about it. That is a very good question. I will have to ponder and think about that. Because I had an answer right away, but before I said it out loud, I'm like trickling back. I don't know. I'm back and forth. Leave it in the comments below, because that is a very good question. Which would you rather
it's like the
see
chicken
come
or the
first?
egg. Which comes first? Phase out masks or increase capacity?
Because you can't do both at the same time.
I don't think they're going to do both at the same time. The only way they're going to do both, so to speak, at the same time is if, as they phase out masks, that they slowly increase capacity. So, hey, we're going to make it so now you don't have to wear a mask when you're just walking out in the, outdoor area, and now we're going to increase capacity by like 10%. I could see them doing that.
Do you think it all comes down to the vaccines?
I know that's what some people were saying.
But everybody's been saying that in general, not just on this.
But let's face it.
More and more is becoming more readily available.
Yes,
we're not there yet, but it's starting to.
I think to a certain point, it's going to depend on vaccinations. But prior to this pandemic, every year you could get the flu vaccine, and not everyone gets the flu vaccine. So it's still going to be the same way, I think, with COVID, is not everyone's going to get the COVID vaccine.
Well, and you have a lot of people that can't do it because of one of the biggest things is religious beliefs. Medical is another big
reasons.
Thing. Because sometimes you don't know what's in all these different drugs that they
ingredients and they know they're allergic to it.
They're allergic to it, so they can't do it. So, and you can't discriminate against with them and everything like that. So it's kind of hard to do that.
Brianna thinks they're going to phase out masks first. She says, phase out masks gets you a glimpse into how it will be like without having too many people in one space, and then slowly add more people. That's okay. Belinda thinks the same thing. They think masks first, and then they'll increase the numbers.
See, I was thinking the other way. I was thinking increase the numbers just to see how people are on top of everybody, or whatever that may be. I don't know. Now that I'm talking about it out loud, I don't know.
I really don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what I would want to see first. I honestly don't. Part of me wants to say, get rid of the mask. I'm too hot in this thing. But I'm trying to think of it in a logical,
am I actually gonna
in a business sense. I'm kind of thinking almost a business sense too.
And you have to realize Tony and I are so ready to get rid of these masks, but we say this, but I also wonder when it comes time to where we are mask free, are we gonna actually feel comfortable right away, or are we actually gonna be having oh, you want to take one just in case, type of thing?
I think people will end up doing that no matter what. It'll be one of those
gonna take it and see how I feel.
Yeah, people are gonna take it. It's like when people would say oh, Mom, it's so-and-so out. Well, just take a jacket just in case, and then you do. So I don't know. Are we gonna be like that?
Just in case I don't feel comfortable, and maybe it might be only in certain areas that I'm feeling really too close to people. I'm going to put my... I don't know. Because
we're not at that point. But at the same
time, I've been in this whole mindset of, my God, let's just get these masks, out of the way in due time, But still, that's what I've been so looking forward to. And I'm sure I'm not going to feel 100% comfortable right away, though, either. At least, I should say, at an amusement park. There's already, businesses that we can go into right now where we don't have to wear a mask, and I feel fine doing that, but you're not at an amusement park where there's thousands of other people.
Yeah, I can't really answer this question yet. I can't. So that is all the Disney major announcements that we have. So I think we should leave it on Lisa's question.
Janet.
Hi, Janet. I think we should leave it here with Lisa's great question.
What will happen first?
What do you think will happen first?
Phase out masks or increase capacity?
Who came first, the chicken or the egg?
The mass or the capacity?
Can't have both. It's got to be one or the other.
I mean, you could have both. I just don't think that
I don't think it's
going to
happen. I don't even think that the company will do that.
The only one that might do it would be Legoland.
Like Busch Gardens.
I don't know what Busch Gardens is in
Sea World.
I only say Legoland because it's in Polk County.
And we know Polk County just doesn't care about anything. They're like,
they don't care, but they're
just like, meh.
Throughout the entire thing. They've just been very laxed with the whole thing. So, that's why I can see Legoland being like, yep, we're doing it. But Legoland's also not as popular as these other ones.
That's a true story.
So
that's it, guys. We are going to leave you with that last good question by Lisa. High five. Jerk. What'd you hit me for?
Because you're a jerk.
We'll see you next time, guys. Vlog. Finito.